Hello everybody out there, Jared here, my father Dennis with Seam Readers. Today we're going to talk to you guys about a little thing called pitch recognition. What is it? How is it done in the majors? Is it done in the majors? Do they just cheat all the time? Or what is it? So we're going to kind of tie into a little bit of the scandal going on and give you our definition of pitch recognition. And I'll pass it to my dad Dennis here.
Hey guys, happy 2020. Hope everybody's doing good. Pitch recognition to us is probably different than it is to you guys out there. I know there's a lot of coaches out there. You guys are everywhere, and you're trying to teach pitch recognition. What are you telling? What are you telling your kids?
Yeah, what does that mean when you say that?
Some of you I know are teaching. Hey, is this ball? We need to find out if the ball is going to be a ball or strike as soon as we can. How do we do that? Are we looking at visual cues? Are we looking at release point? I mean, what are we looking at? Well, as seam readers, we're wanting to see what the ball looks like.
What the pitch looks
like right out of the pitcher's hand. That for us is seam reading.
Is true pitch recognition.
Correct.
By definition, we're recognizing the pitch based on how it looks.
Yep.
And you know what my dad was saying, every level's different. You don't need to necessarily do it at the youngest of ages. It's more zone recognition, but it's a crucial skill to learn as a young one.
Yeah.
And because you got to get better at it going on. And going into the MLB talk right now, the Houston Astros are in some hot water. The Red Sox, probably all of MLB is kind of scared maybe. Who knows? But
right.
My dad had an interesting conversation with one of his old buddies the other day.
Yeah, I had a call from Kenny Carr over in Boston, and he's a Red Sox fan. And he calls me up and says, "Hey, Teef, does it really matter if you know what's coming next?"
What do you think? Does it really matter if you know what pitch is coming next?
Right, and if you know what's coming next, I said,
Comment
Kenny,
below.
Yeah, Kenny, I said, it absolutely matters, okay? And it matters because if you take that one part of hitting away where you know what's coming, then all you got to do is be on time, correct? You just got to be on time, make sure it's in your zone, and away you go.
Yeah.
Now, as a seam reader, I'm seeing the ball, if I can recognize what the pitch is 2 feet out of the pitcher's hand as opposed to 3 seconds before when someone gives them a signal of what it's going to be, I can still be just as good, I think, okay? And I think what we realize is not everybody is reading seams.
Yeah, and for us, we have a little saying. It's all over our website, seamreaders.com. But it says we want to know the rotation before the location. So we pick up what the rotation looks like, what the pattern looks like on the ball from the seams, and then from that, our brain should tell us the location of where it's going to be. A four-seam fastball, go straight, curveball spin, you're going to know it's going to break. And if you already, just tying back into the Red Sox thing, if you already knew what pitch was coming next, you could totally get rid of that pitch recognition step. You already know it.
Yep.
And so now it's just location. And, I mean,
it's just easier.
It's way easier that way, a whole step.
So that's why we think as a seam reader, you're a better hitter. And we've been told by Coach Madden, Bill Guyvett, Pete Rose, okay, guys like that, Billy Hatcher. They all, and I know there are more. I know Barry's a seam reader. You guys, if you want to be the best you can be, we think being a seam reader is that guy.
And if you're being a seam reader,
and that gal.
If you're being a seam reader, yeah, and that gal, you're not a cheater. Because if you can seam read, you don't need to cheat, and so
that's true.
We kind of we hope to standardize what pitch recognition means, and there is no standard definition. You get them all over the place when really there is a standard definition. Pitch tells you what pitch it is.
We think we are on what is true pitch recognition. We got some big things coming out. We've got a book coming out that's gonna give you all this background.
February 1st. Go to our website, seamreaders.com.
Right.
Pre-order it. Comes out February 1st.
And there'll be an app coming out, which Jared has worked really, really hard at. And you guys can't wait to see what it really looks like. It's pretty amazing.
It's pretty cool. It's going to be free, and we hope to have that coming out March 1st. So just stay tuned with us. Follow us on Instagram at Seam Readers, on Twitter at Seam Readers, and Facebook at Seam Readers.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Have a great rest of January. Spring training's just around the corner.